Hello baby gangsters, this is Calvin, also known as Omer, and this is my first ever playthrough of Dual Destinies. Now, we have a you bet I have one, and I have a no objections, choice here. And I think the last time we did one of these, if you remember, it flipped it on its head, and it was actually us having to say that we didn't see anything. And I'm wondering if this is the case, because I've been looking through the evidence, and I honestly, we do not have any evidence that right now would prove it. Right? And that's the biggest worry I have. We do not have the evidence. And I feel like I would be here. And here's the thing, if we fail once on I have no objections, that means we know we have some evidence somewhere. But if we do this and we fail 5 times, then it's game over. So I'm gonna try I have no objections. We'll see where it goes. I have no objections. Miss Buckler must have been the one who moved the body. What? Mr. Wright, are you admitting the defendant committed the murder? Or maybe this was actually the bad choice. No. I'm simply conceding that she was the only one who could move the body. However, I contend Miss Buckler was not aware that it is what she was doing. The culprit made her move it unbeknownst to her. So this is our new line? Oh, because this was the right one. This is our new line of questioning. The defendant moved the dead body without recognizing that it was a dead body? How could that be possible? We know that she moved this. The skull rock. Yeah, she moved this so the show couldn't go on. So I wonder if it's a thing where if he fell into the rock in the show pool, did she just move everything at once, kind of like in a blanket, kind of, I don't know, maybe that's my thought process now. The body was found in the orca pool. It must have been moved there somehow. I might find some kind of hint of things that she moved with the stretcher. Yes. The culprit made Miss Buckler move the body along with this piece of evidence. The skull rock. Yeah, perfect. Okay, that's actually perfect. Okay. The skull rock? Miss Buckler told me yesterday that she moved the skull rock when she was cleaning. The only 2 things Miss Buckler moved to the orca pool are Orla and the skull rock. I would like to suggest that the victim's body may have been inside the skull rock. What? Hidden inside the rock, the body could have been moved to the orca pool with the hoist. At the show stage, MARLON Rimes loaded up the skull rock with the body inside. And then he used the walkie-talkie to let Miss Buckler know the rock was loaded. Yep, there we go. Miss Buckler operated the hoist from the orca pool room and moved the stretcher. She moved the rock without knowing the body was inside. This is what there's one of the cool things about Ace Attorney is that, for me, I think we were talking about the idea of what clicks for people, right? What clicks at what moments. And I think, when you're, I'm always, just talking and, all the time, you know, it's not like I'm sitting here being, thoughtful every second of the day. This probably became obvious to people, already of how this was moved, right? Or maybe it wasn't. You guys can let me know if it was obvious. But for me, personally, the way I look at it is, when they mention something that's related to that, it's oh, that triggers something in your brain. You're oh, that makes sense. Yeah, of course that makes sense. And I think that's actually what's really cool about Ace Attorney sometimes. Do you really think there's enough space inside the skull rock to place a body? The swashbuckler fire indicates it could be possible. Please focus on the question at the bottom left. Who will obtain the gold coins hidden in the skull rock? That's how they got blood on the coins. Oh, it says, who will obtain the gold coins hidden in the skull rock? Exactly. That's how they got blood on the coins. In that case, I suppose the rock is most likely hollow. What's more, is that if the body was inside the skull rock, it explains the remaining unanswered questions. Such as? Please take a look at the security footage of the scene Mr. Plume witnessed. So was Orla trying to get the body out of the skull rock? Where did the body that Mr. Plume saw come from and the blood was spewing out of the skull rock? Please recall. What Orla was doing to the skull rock at the time, she was headbutting it. To try and get it out, maybe. That's right. Orla ramming released the body from the skull rock. The body had been placed inside the skull rock and moved from the show stage. I know the blood was actually from Orla there, I forgot for a second. I searched that the real murder scene was in fact the show stage pool. Silence! What rubbish is this now? You don't have a single scrap of evidence.
Objection!
It's easy enough to verify what I say. Take a look inside the skull rock for yourself. You should find some kind of proof that the body was there. Blood fibers, hair. Ah! Right, don't know. Yep, I guess this is exactly what's going to prove again, because that makes sense with the blood coin. Originally, I thought the blood coin was actually just like, it fell from like a roof or something, and like embedded into the person's head. But I think it's very different now. Mr. Wright, that was incredible. You turned things completely around. I think it all started with that half-baked bluff too. That was a close one. Did you really have to add that last bit? If the murder took place at the show stage, then who is the perpetrator? It is naturally the person who was at the show stage. Mr. Rimes, weren't you the one who loaded the skull rock into the stretcher at the show stage? Oh man. No! Wow, Mr. Wright. That was some pretty smart brain work you did there. Oh, don't do a little evil laugh, please. To be honest, I never thought you could figure it out. I tried to protect myself, but I guess it came back to bite me. Are you confessing you gave false testimony before, Mr. Rimes? That's perjury! The reason why, right, like, I kind of, like, think now it makes sense that he was lying. We knew he was lying, right? But it wasn't to protect Sasha. Right, because the easiest way he thought in his head that could end this trial so that him and Sasha could get away, even though I know Sasha's innocent, or that he didn't have to, like, you know, own up to something like this, even if he didn't do it, was the fact that, like, he could say, okay, well, the orca, of course, did it, because he's thinking, he is saying then that the value of the orca is less than Sasha. You know, that's what he's saying. Yeah, what Mr. Wright said is true. That body was inside the skull rock. And it's true the captain was killed in the show pool too. This changes so much. What? He's admitting that easily? Yeah, but I don't think he killed him. This time I'm going to tell you the whole truth about what happened that day. Like, if he did, this is a very easy win for us, you know? If he's going to just confess, but I don't think he's going to confess. In the show pool, the orca shot the captain up in the air. Then the captain came down and slammed into the water. I can still remember the spectators' screams clearly. The spectators' screams? But this is like, what are you talking about? Then we'd have like multiple witnesses. All Sasha did was move the body. She was trying to protect the orca. When Mr. Plume witnessed the orca finding the body, I freaked. See, again, he's still trying to protect himself again. So now we're back to the orca again. I see he's trying to throw the orca under the bus again. If you're going to give testimony like that, why did I bother putting you on the stand? All I'm doing is telling the truth. That day, Sasha wanted to do the old version of the Swashbuckler Spectacular. So I suggest she hide the body in the skull rock and move it to the orca pool. I was going to figure out what to do with the body after the show was over. The orca pool was the orca's one to kill the captain. It wasn't me, it wasn't Sasha's. Again, trying to throw Orla under the bus here. So was Mr. Rimes' idea to hide the body in the skull rock? But if Mr. Rimes is the culprit, why would he protect Sasha? False charges against Sasha would mean he himself would escape suspicion, so why? Maybe he likes her. Mr. Wright, how about if you leave this to me? Athena? Do you mean you heard something? Yep, noise, great. Okay, great, thank you, Athena. Discord in Mr. Rimes' heart. So that means somewhere in his testimony, there's an inconsistency in his emotions. Alright, Athena, give him a good counseling session. You got it, boss. Huh? What's this? What are you getting at? What are you getting, Athena? His testimony is pretty complex. Feelings of deep sadness and intense anger being called up. Wow. Those two emotions appear to be running out of control. Out of control emotions. Is that going to be a problem? We'll have to probe their cause if we want to get his true emotions and testimony. There might even be an odd or unnatural spots in his testimony he isn't even aware of. Alright, let's probe the cause of his out-of-control emotions then. I'll explain how to probe. Let's find the root cause together. When you see something off in a statement, press probe. Then next point to what's causing Mr. Ryan's out-of-control emotions. Finally, press probe triangle to complete the process. When emotions are out of control, memories can be recalled incorrectly. Okay. If you still haven't found anything after all the statements and images, I'll help. Great. Alright, I'll get started comparing the statements with the images. Okay. So the third statement to me is the biggest question we have here. The one that came up third. Right? It was the third one. In the show pool, the orca shot the... Look at the... Oh my god, it's intense. Then the captain came down and slammed into the water. I can still remember that. Yeah, the spectator screams. What are you on about? Wait, what do we probe? What is causing the anger and sadness? Shipley? The spectators? I mean that's... So what's causing the anger and sadness? I wanted to probe this because maybe if there was spectators here, that means we have like a bunch of witnesses. I doubt there were any spectators there at the show stage. Yeah, when the owner died. If there had been, those witnesses would have told us the true crime scene right away. Exactly. What? Oh, right. Of course. I just made a mistake. That's a massive mistake. That's a massive... No, it's not, actually, it's not massive, because to me, like, it's a very silly thing to say in the first place. It would end the case right away. Okay, that made the sadness subside. So maybe the spectators part was what was making him sad? I wonder why you make that mistake saying spectators were there. How strange. Yeah, that's the crazy thing. It's such a mistake. It's like a very silly mistake. The only thing I can think of is that he was mixing up one memory with another. Oh, okay. So she's saying that this happens like under duress, under stress. Like he was in a similar situation before and it was deeply imprinted on his heart. A situation where an orca kills somebody and then there were spectators there. Hey, I think I know why he's mixing up his memories. The reason why Mr. Ryan's mixed up his memories is... Oh, wait. Are we saying that, like... Okay, hold on a second here. This was the story of the orca that killed the whale, but I think it happened... It's about the case from last year. Is he mixing up the two cases? Because what else would he be able to mix up? Is he mixing up the idea that of what happened? But then, yeah, I guess maybe you could mix them together. But see, like, why would this make him sad? Unless he knew. Yeah, unless he knew her. It's I think that's like one of the things we could say as well. Like it's the only thing you can mix it up with is actually the kill from last year. It was last year, wasn't it? Yeah. That's the only thing you can mix it up with. Yeah. That's the only thing you can mix it up with. Mr. Rhymes, I think I know what happened. Could you be mixing up what happened a year ago with this incident? This song's so good. It's so good. Maybe that's why you slipped and said the owner was killed in front of spectators. What? How did you... You're right. I did see the orca kill somebody a year ago. What about it? I was just one of the spectators, so he was a spectator in the crowd, but then why would he be... Okay, no, here's the thing, right? Completely normal. I think... completely normal to feel sad about seeing someone get killed right in front of you. More than normal, right? But I think that they're going at it in a deeper way. They don't want me to just be like, oh, it's just a normal thing. We have to find out why he personally would have a connection to this, right? Really? Just another spectator? That's the thing, yeah. Look the way they're phrasing this. Just another spectator? There must be a reason why he feels great sadness about an incident last year. Yeah.
Silence.
Stop this nonsensical scrutiny of feelings. Just present the evidence and prove your point. Don't shout at her. Boss, do we have any kind of evidence that would be back us up here? There is one piece of evidence that comes to mind that might explain his sadness. Well, I'm waiting. Let's see the evidence that has to do with Marlon Rhymes' sadness. So, we have to say why he would be sad about this crime. Right? Well, not this crime, but about the death of Azura. Now, okay, process of elimination, we know it's not like this. The only thing that would make sense is this. But that would mean that he was Azura Summer's boyfriend. Right? That would make perfect sense then. Because this doesn't... We thought this belonged to, We thought this belonged to... Oh my god, that's falling into place. I could be wrong about this, but okay. If he fed the whale sleeping pills, right? If he tried to blame the whale still for all the killings, if he tried to like frame even though the way Orla got off, he's gonna freaking try and put her back in the slammer, which is try to put her down basically. Is this why?
Take that.
That would make perfect sense. Azura Summers died in an accidental death 1 year ago. This is her boyfriend's charm. Hey, what are you doing with that charm? I just found a rifle's stomach yesterday. Judging by... That's why he was looking for rifle all the time! He was constantly looking for rifle. He brought up rifles so much. I guess I need to push him just a little harder to make him admit it. When Mr. Ryan said the word charm, he was very rattled. We better examine this charm a little more. Good idea. Let's look inside it. Huh? What's this? A photograph? We didn't look inside it? There you go. There you go. There you go. Hey, this is... The Sewer Summers and Marlon Rhymes. Oh my god. It makes perfect sense. Like, I love that. I don't love it because of, like, what happened, and I feel very bad. But, like, it makes perfect sense. All of it built up to this so well. Mr. Rhymes, you and Azura Summers were a couple, weren't you? So what if we were a couple? It doesn't have anything to do with the captain's case. You believe you saw Orca kill your girlfriend. That's the cause of your sadness. Isn't that emotion of yours connected to the current case?
Silence.
Dude, no, you can't back out. This is such good evidence. The only thing you revealed was the witness connection to the victim last year. Exactly, though. So who has more to gain about framing Orla the Orca than anyone else? Who has more to gain? What does the witness past have to do with that case at hand? I don't know yet. I think it's the framing of this. I think the framing of this is what's important. It's the fact that he was looking for rifle all the time. Wouldn't stop looking for rifle. Yeah, I just feel like it all like builds up, like as to why he would want this whale to like be the one to take the blame for this. We managed to pinpoint the source of his sadness. Let's delve into who Mr. Rhymes is angry at. It has to be. Right, it has to be Orla. Do we just like... Is that how you probe it? Like, let's look at all these statements here. Let's see what they look like at least. The captain came down and slammed into the water. There was anger there, actually, yeah, at the first statement. So we should definitely, yeah, there's anger everywhere, actually. There's no spectators. Look at that. Look at this illustration here. She didn't know the body was in there at all. Okay, so it is a matter of just, like, probing what... Okay, so who are they angry at is the question. So I'm guessing, like, we can probe this and be like, okay, it's the orca. Right? Yes, there we go. Is that how it works? Yeah. And he's angry in every statement. Mr. Rhymes, you're angry with Orla, aren't you? Yep, and it makes sense. It all makes sense now. Angry with Orca? Why would I be? If you think I have some reason to be mad, then show me some proof. Do I have proof? Do we have proof? I mean, the charm. The picture and the charm. You're done. You're donezo. You're going to, actually, you know what, actually, we don't know what the full truth, but it wouldn't make sense. It wouldn't make sense at this stage, but, like, again, didn't expect this at all. But I love how, like, it's like when you look back, all of it makes sense. I bet the evidence we just took like a look at would come in handy here. This charm indicates that you were Azura Summers' boyfriend. I'm sure you believe Orla killed your girlfriend a year ago. You lost your girlfriend and you've been angry at Orla. Alright, I'll admit it. I'll never forgive that orca. Azura is dead, and the orca is still swimming around happy as a clam. I became an animal keeper just so I could prove that orca is a killer. What? That's been your, like, mission this whole time? You're right, I want the orca to pay. It's an orca, dude. Do you feel good dragging up a person's past? It still isn't changing. Like, I feel if you, dude, your girl died. The girl you love died, right? That's horrible. But if you think for a second that in this case that Orla meant this, only 30%. Oh my god, he's a lot of noise. He's right. I disagree. It does change things. I think it does. His out of control emotion quieted down. Now we should be able to find out the truth behind that emotion. Thank you so much, Athena. You're literally saving the day. Literally saving the day. So now we have to find... Okay. So in the pool... Okay, so I guess we have to pinpoint... Oh, this time we're not probing. We're pinpointing a different emotion. So sadness and anger. Yes, sadness and anger. Less sadness and anger. Less sadness and anger. And less sadness and anger. Okay. What are we looking for with like a different type of emotion here? That's what we're looking for. So, okay. These are sometimes difficult, but they're very fun. So we have this seems like the same. There was no emotional change here. When Mr. Plumes witnessed the orca finding the body, I freaked. All Sasha did was move the body. She was trying to protect the orca. This is intense anger, but this makes sense. See, like, all this makes sense to me. All these emotions make sense to me. Like, in terms of, like, how he's feeling. In this one, he's describing an emotion, though, like an action. I freaked. But see, the thing is, I want to say that, like, is it weird that he's not surprised then or not shocked then when he's saying I freaked? Or is he saying I freaked in terms of I was... But then he wouldn't be angry about the orca finding the body. Right? He wouldn't be angry about that. It'd be shocked. So do we have to, like... Can you pinpoint an emotion that's not there? Like, if we say, like, why aren't you shocked? If you say you freaked, why aren't you surprised by this? Because anger, like, but then again, why is he angry? We'll try this first, then we'll try do the absence. Like, why are you angry? When we view your emotions alongside your testimony, you find the unexpected emotion. Wait a minute. There really isn't anything strange here. Yeah, okay, I was thinking that. Yeah. I don't know. But I think maybe we made a mistake, Mr. Wright. I think maybe you're right. Let's take another look. There must be an unexpected emotion here somewhere. Yeah, okay, so I think then we'll say, like, the absence of shock. Because, see, I freaked, so it's not anger. Okay, I pressed the wrong one. According to my Mr. Rimes is usually a very calm person. Let's see if he can find any inconsistencies between his words and his emotions. Where is the help button, by the way? They said there was going to be, like, a help button. Like, triangle, I think it was, but I don't know how to use that. And we haven't used it once yet, so I don't know if we're going to need it.
Let's switch to this.
Okay, let's try this. Okay, there you go. Okay, it is. You can do absence of emotions then. When Mr. Plume witnessed the orca finding the body, you freaked? Really? What are you getting at? When Mr. Plume was a witness, Orla was guaranteed to be accused of the murder. Didn't it work out exactly as you'd hoped? In order to have Orla put down, you made sure Mr. Plume witnessed that scene. So he set up the singing even, is what we're saying? Like, and attracted her to us and used the last year's... Oh, he used the song for... Maybe Azura's show? There we go. Noise level 0%. So you figured all that out, did you? Mr. Rimes, are you admitting it? I didn't really want to have to fight anybody but the orca. But you leave me, but the orca, but you leave me no choice. What are you drinking? Is that water? I hope that's water. Oh God. What? 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 Now it's time to get serious. You look kind of cool. Wait, there's like loads of holes in your body. Okay, you just went from being like, you just look really cool now. Oh, what is happening? Wait. Oi, me brothers represent the vast ye grass eaters, stay free. Take me words and pop them in your mouth. Scurvy grass eaters kneel to me beat. Yo, oh, bro, I'm ready for the showdown. What have we just witnessed? What is going on? My question. Where'd the pirate feel? My question exactly. He's been hiding muscles? He's Popeye? He looks like a completely different person. What is this? Where did they? How? Order, if we don't have order, Prosecutor Blackwell, you'll yell at us. Oh God. Even Blackwell's not feeling it. Yeah, even Prosecutor Blackwell is at a loss for words. So I plan to have that wench be a witness. You caught me out. It'd be true I taught the orca's murderous ways should be found out. Oh my God, he has a swordfish in his hand, catching it by the Ooh! Put it down. That be why I schemed to have the plume to see the body. So you admit it? You deliberately framed Orla? Oh God. It'd be true, but what skin be that of off anybody's nose? Then you are... If this was a jury trial, you'd be done, Zo. You'd be done. We'd have to say goodbye. That orca be murdering scurvy dog. I may have a grudge against orca, but I always felt grateful towards the captain. The orca murdered Azora and the captain, so of course she should walk the plank. Oh, I don't have a response to that. Yes, you do. The response we should say to that is, dude, you framed the orca. That means you are the prime suspect of all of this. You are that. You are him, not in a good way. I agree it wouldn't make any sense for him to kill the owner. Why would he? But his hatred for Orla on the other hand comes true loud and clear. No, the reason we could say he could kill the owner is that he has so much hatred for this orca that he's willing to like hide his own physical appearance, that he's willing to go through all these lengths to put a sleeping pill in the orca, to try and kill the orca, to make sure the orca dies, to transfer a body over in a freaking skull thanks to the orca, to frame the orca. He is so willing. He is so willing to do this that why I don't think it's crazy to think that he would kill someone to do this. I don't think it's crazy. If killing Mr. Shipley doesn't make sense, who would it make sense for Rimes to kill? Maybe my theory's been all wrong. I don't think so. I think it makes me more of a suspect than before. I think it makes him a bigger suspect than ever. Your Honor, I think I just became aware of a new fact. Oh, and what is that? Now that we know all about Mr. Rimes' intense hatred of Orla, it turns the premise we've been arguing on its ear. I will now reveal the identity of the individual Mr. Rimes meant to kill from the start. So he killed Jack Shipley, but he meant to kill someone else. There's no doubt in my mind about this. Who's the only other person that would be in a position that he could kill in this situation besides, and that would be close to the orca? Sasha Buckler. The one person that could protect and did protect that orca.
Take that!
You scurvy dog. This is the one the witness meant to kill from the start. Really? But why? Well, because one can only wonder. Mr. Wright. Oh, maybe not. How dare you roll the dice when you accuse someone of... Okay, my bad. I apologize. Okay, I guess I got it wrong. Okay, so I guess it wasn't her. Well, hold a grudge against... Oh, the whale then? he meant to kill the whale, but killed. Oh, okay. Okay. I got it completely wrong. I thought maybe this is the one person that could protect him, but I guess the whale. What? So the witnesses intended to kill the orca? Exactly. The witnesses intended the victim was not Jack Shipley. From the start, it was all a scheme to kill. Okay, that makes sense too. Okay, sorry. I thought they meant like in terms of humans, right? That's my bad. The orca was his true target, but Jack Shipley is the one who died. The orca's alive and quite well. Oh my god, when they do this, it's always very intense. He's right. He wanted to kill the orca, and yet it was Jack Shipley who fell to his death. How did that happen? Wait a minute. I think I left it. What if Mr. Rhyme wanted to kill Orla was somehow connected to Mr. Shipley's death? At a loss for words, are you? What happened to your bravado a moment ago? Enough of these reckless words without any basis in fact.
Objection!
They aren't reckless words. The basis for my claim is that the real murder scene, the show pool. What are you talking about? It's my contention that the two incidents happened at the show pool. The attempt to murder the orca and the victim falling to his death. First of all, in order to kill the orca, Mr. Rhymes removed something from the scene. And by doing so, he made it possible for Mr. Shipley to fall to his death. He did what now? Mr. Wright, what did Mr. Rhymes remove in an attempt to kill the orca? The only thing, we know that if the orca's out of water for a while, it will die. That's the only thing he could remove.
Take that!
Don't tell me you're trying to claim you're trying to kill the orca, but drain the pool water. That's exactly what I'm claiming. To help the defendant with the cleaning, Marlon Rhymes took charge of Orla. With the plan to kill, oh my god, in the pool show. What is it? Who is this character now? And because the pool water was drained. It made it possible for Jack Shipley to fall to his death in the show pool. Holy hell. Who's saying hold it? Who's saying hold it? Who's saying hold? Oh, you? You? With your little sword? Stop it! No, that's not here. I tried to kill the orca, you say? Can you even prove there was nearly a drop of the water in the pool? That day I was simply looking after the orca. I cannot believe what we're looking at right here. Why would I have the monstrous thought of killing it?
Objection!
Get him, Phoenix, please. You claim you were looking after Orla in the early hours of July 20th. But I don't think you were doing a very good job of it. After all, Orla wasn't given anything to eat during that time. How would you know such a thing? I know because of Orla's record here in the torpedo data system. This system continuously records data on the subjects and monitors. From Orla's record we can tell exactly what she ate or didn't eat. Sick to me, nobody ever told me about that dastardly contraption. He's definitely like full on pirate now. Only a few ship aquarium staff know about this system. According to Orla's record, she never ate in those early mornings of the hour of the 20th. You planned to kill Orla, and that's why you didn't feed her.
Silence!
You're wasting your time. What proof do you have of that? Perhaps the orca simply wasn't hungry. He's right. I don't have any proof. If Orla simply didn't eat, then what would create the inconsistency? Where did their fish go? We have to find this out. We have to... Okay. Where did the fish go? Didn't we find out that Rifle was eating like a lot of stuff, like he's eating a lot of the fish and eating all the stuff? Was that something we found out, or was just a charm? Could Rifle have been taking the food? Yes, because remember Rifle took the food instead. Wasn't it Rifle took the food? Maybe I'm remembering this all wrong. Her fish, good question. Where did it disappear to? It's only who else would take the fish other than another creature that eats fish? What does it matter? What relevance does it have to this case? You can keep saying that, but Taka even doesn't believe you. Cease to stalling with inconsequential questions. Stop delving into the depths of the orca's stomach and delve into the case instead.
Objection!
Wait, it may seem like a small inconsistency, but it's an issue of great importance, I think. What are you driving at, Mr. Wright? How could the fish disappear? Somebody must have eaten it. There we go. So who came to the show stage and ate the order? There's only one XD rifle. I think it might be a pretty good idea. I believe there must have been a visitor to the show stage and Mr. Rimes didn't notice. Visitor? Are you trying to introduce yet another suspect at the 11th hour? If you utter more of your careless remarks, Taka will look favorably upon it. Well, you know what I can do to Taka? I can say, Taka, go, ma. Go, we don't want you here, Taka. Taka's pretty, right? A really pretty bird. But I don't want to get my eyes clawed out. So I'm sorry, Taka, for saying go home, okay? Because you're just doing your job as a bird. I don't plan to utter any careless remarks. Whether any remarks will, my remarks will actually be related to the case or not, I don't know yet. Don't worry, boss. If Taka comes this way, I'll fend him off. But do try to keep your remarks careful. Somehow Orla's fish disappeared. Somebody must have visited the show stage, but who? Yeah? These two wouldn't have eaten it. Rifle. I believe Rifle the penguin visited the show stage. First an orca, now a penguin? Why would you be saying such a thing, Mr. Lawyer? I didn't see Rifle during the wee early morning hours. Do you have any proof Rifle visited the show stage? If you be a lawyer of any sort, show me your evidence. I still can't believe what we're looking at here. The bottom of Rifle's feet were pink for some reason. That fact is cool. The Rifle was indeed at the show stage. I have to present that piece of evidence that connects the Rifle to the show stage. Now prove that I'm a lawyer worth my salt. You are worth your salt. This is the proof that Rifle visited the show stage. The freaking paint! The paint, the pink paint! The pink paint! Oh my, what a cute little sign. Look at all those adorable stars. It's very cute, Your Honor. I actually motioned that we look at it for a while. These stars are actually starfish. Miss Buckler painted this sign. Yeah. In the early morning hours of the 20s, she left this sign at the show stage to dry. But Mr. Rimes kept an eye on it for the sign Miss Buckler was painted. Jane was drying. That be true, but what be your point? On this sign is proof that Rifle visited the show stage. Proof of the penguin's visit? I'm afraid I don't see it. Where's the proof that the penguin visited the show stage? Oh my god, they're not I didn't even notice that. It's not even stars. I didn't even notice this. They're like little feetsies.
Take that!
I did not even know this. I didn't even notice that they weren't stars. A couple of pink starfish are shaped a little differently from the others. Oh, you're right. They look almost like little leaves. Rifle had pink paint on the bottom of her feet. These little leaf-like shapes on the sign are actually Rifle's footprints. Rifle made these footprints when walking on the sign before it was dry. Oh, what a cute little pink penguin prints. So there are footprints. What of them? Marlon Rhymes was watching over the sign at the start of the show while the paint dried. And during that time, the penguin paid a visit. According to the torpedo data system, we know that Rifle ate something that morning of the 20th. Most likely, Rifle ate the fish meant for Orla that was at the show stage, yeah. Orla's snack was a small quantity of fish, even a penguin could have eaten it all. Begad, Rifle ate Orla's fish. Who be ye to say that Rifle ate Orla's fish? She could have picked up food anywhere. But that doesn't change the fact that I really was at the show stage. After all, I had helped to move the skull rock. It couldn't have been moved without me. The witness claims he never saw the penguin. How do you explain this contradiction? But Mr. Rimes and Rifle were at the show stage. But Mr. Rimes didn't see her. So where could Mr. Rimes have been at the time? Right, Donut, if you're up to the task, I could disprove this witness testimony for you. Okay. Go on. Do it for me then. Do it for me, sir. Thank you so much. If I leave the prosecutor Blackwell, Sasha will be declared guilty. I can't let him interrupt this line of reasoning. Mr. Wright, let's figure out how things looked when Rifle came to the show stage. Mr. Rhymes was at the show stage keeping an eye on Orla and the sign. And we know it must be true because he helped move the skull rock. And then Rifle came in and walked over the sign. But wouldn't Mr. Rhymes notice Rifle if he was there right there? Will he think about where Mr. Rhymes could have been? Is the place where the show stage from which Rifle could have... the water was... Didn't we say the water was gone? He drained the water. So if he was down here, he couldn't have seen
Take that!
Rifle inside the pool. But you're right, if he was inside the pool, he wouldn't have noticed Rifle. So you're saying Mr. Rhines was underwater the whole time and while Rifle was eating? No, not underwater. When I think about what he was trying to do, the answer is clear. Now I'm finally starting to get the whole picture. Just like yesterday. Must you two always be whispering to each other? Would you whisper to Taka? Why don't you admit that resorting to a penguin will get you nowhere?
Objection!
Yeah, you wait now. We're going to object to you right now, do Felix? I don't know about that. The fact that Mr. Rhymes didn't notice the rifle is such a small inconsistency. But it's a key point that proves what Mr. Rhymes was trying to do. The penguin is a key point. The show stage pool is very deep. If Rifle came to visit Mr. Rhymes was at the bottom of this pool, he would have never noticed Rifle. Ah! Orcas can be out of water for a short time without sustaining damage, we know this, yes. But if they're out of water for a long time, they weaken and eventually die. Yes, exactly. In order to kill Orca, Mr. Rhymes had to drain the pool. And while the pool was drained out of water, Mr. Shipley fell to his death. The show stage pool is about 65 feet deep, just like the Orca pool. Without water in the pool, a person could be made to fall 65 feet. Mr. Ryan's probably wonder what to do. If he continued with his plan to kill Orla, how could he dispose of Mr. Shipley's body? So he devised a plan to kill two birds with one stone. But this is so good. Like, the fact that they turned this completely on its head, it all makes sense. How? Mr. Rhymes went down to the bottom of the pool to put the victim's body in the rock. He then had Miss Buckler move the rock and the body together. And we know Sasha didn't move it. No, don't silence me right now. I'm on a roll. And the witness made the defendant do this somehow without arousing suspicion? That's right. Miss Shipley told Miss Buckler that she couldn't perform the new show. Miss Buckler became upset and wanted to switch back to the old version of the show, so that's why she hid it. Remember, she said she put it in the old show stage, or no, the pool. So Miss Rhines conveniently suggested that she take hide the prop for the new show. Miss Rhines then manipulated Orla using her singing and life-saving tricks. Oh my god. He schemed to have Orla find the body while Mr. Plume would still be standing witness. He saddled Orla with the false charge the charge of murder so the Orla would be put down. It all makes perfect sense. It makes perfect sense. Look at that slash across the chest. Dude, you look cool, but you're about to... Oh my god, the blood! No! So the fact that the witness didn't see the penguin shows that the rifle visited the show stage. Ryan's was putting the body in the rock. At the bottom of the pool, that is. Who would have thought the presence of a penguin could prove the witness's actions? It's working just a little further now and Sasha will be proven not guilty. We got this. Is it coming close to the end of the case?
Silence.
If you think you've won this battle, you were sorely mistaken. Your theory is based on the notion that the witness could manipulate the orca. Witness, can you control the orca's actions? Answer. Of course not. What kind of biology be that? I'd be but a simple animal keeper. Look, you're a simple animal keeper? If memory serves, wasn't Miss Buckler the only one who could issue commands to the orca? Oh god, no, not a wall. The judge's blade is sharper than the lawyer's. If you should do battle with a witness, you'll need a honed blade. Where's your sword of evidence that Marlon Rhines could manipulate the orca? Oh, not the front part of the hair. Okay, here's another one. Multiple. Rhymes looks like a JRPG party member now. Rhymes has to manipulate Orla in order for his plan to work, but how can I prove it? Well, it appears this line of reasoning has become unstable.
Objection!
Huh? Athena? It appears I was mistaken. Yes, Athena, yes. I've analyzed the hearts of all kinds of people. I have enough experience to see when I look into your heart that you haven't given up. Oh my god. This is why it's so clutch to have someone like this here, whether it be Trucy, whether it be Pearls, whether it be Mia, whether it be Maya, whether it be Susato. It's always good to have someone here that has your back. Always. So that objection was my way of speaking up for your heart. Thank you, girl. She's right. Why did I become a lawyer again only to give up? Exactly. I have to keep fighting. You can't lose your first case back. You cannot. Athena, thank you. With your help, I've remembered the old right way. The right way? Your Honor, I'm not finished presenting my argument. Do you have anything else to ask the witness? You cross-examined all the witnesses and presented all your evidence.
Objection!
All the witnesses? I don't think so. I haven't cross-examined the most important one and the central figure in both cases. Yes! In this part of the trial, we haven't talked to Sasha. The central figure? The one involved not only in the case a year ago, but this current case too. Yeah, it's time. It's time. It's definitely time to do it now. Who are you talking to? I demand you tell the court immediately. Who is the central figure in both cases? Yeah. She needs to be able to defend herself as well. She needs to be able to defend herself. If that is your central figure, the one that holds the key to it all, that even Taka here could win a guilty verdict against it. Well, you say that. Wait. No. Oh my god. Again, I got wrong with the two ideas. The one who's across both cases is actually Orla. There's no way I can give up. There's one okay, so we actually have to cross-examine. No way. Wait. They want us to... No. If this individual can't speak, she can still help me. Oh, there we go. That's... Okay, I missed that part the first time for sure. Who's the central figure in both cases? We're gonna cross-examine an orca. We're cross-examining an orca. We're cross-examining an orca. The defense calls the central figure in both cases Orla the orca. How is everyone gonna react to this? You intend to cross-examine the orca? I do. Cross-examine an orca? You must be. I think I am. It'd be impossible, says I don't know. We gotta go for it.
Silence.
We gotta go for it. This absurdity is beyond the pale. How do you expect to question orca, creature incapable of speech?
Objection!
Dear Lord. Or is intricately involved in this case. I've every right to cross-examine her. We did cross-examine her technically before, right? In a way? No, we didn't really. Like, she just got a few questions thrown at her. Not even questions, just like she was just there in the court. Besides, even if she can't speak, I think cross-examiner will be valuable. I agree. I think it's gonna be hilarious. I think it's gonna be the craziest thing we've ever freaking done. Except for, we cross-examined a parrot though, but at least parrots can like mimic speech. You know? Very well. Do what you will then. But if you fail to gather anything from this exercise with the orca, I hope you realize reward your efforts will be the defendant's guilty verdict. I know. This is wild. This is wild. I'm ready and confident. So cross-examining Orla, huh? That was a bold move, boss. Even I didn't expect it. I was like Sasha. Now all we have to do is figure out how Mr. Rimes manipulated Orla. That's right. Now it's Orla's turn to help us save Sasha. Oh, that's such a good way of looking at it because because Sasha was helping her. Oh, this is so good. An orca defended yesterday, an orca witness today. This is truly unprecedented. But even though this is highly unusual, I'm prepared to allow it. Thank you, Judge. I'm just excited to see where this goes. Bailiff, ready to witness telecast. We're doing a telecast. We'll have a 10-minute recess while the telecast is being set up. Wild. Absolutely crazy. We are now going to be questioning an orca whale, a killer whale. Honestly though, I'm kind of I'm kind of excited. I'm kind of excited for this as well, though, because the thing is, like I think I'm more excited than worried, because I actually think that this is going to be like a more of a fun time for all of us. I think. I don't know. I think it's gonna be crazy. I don't know. I like it's Ace Attorney. It's Ace Attorney. We're gonna be ending very soon, but July 22nd, 11:21 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. Leave it to you to think of something like calling Orla Mr. Wright. Well, she's the only one who knows all the answers after all. I just talked to Pearls and she said Orla seems to be feeling fine. Now we have to try and figure out what Mr. Rhymes manipulated, how Mr. Rhymes manipulated Orla. If we put Mr. Rhymes and Orla together, maybe we can get some kind of clue. And we can't forget about the strange set of prints of Rhymes either. You're right. Yeah, you're right, Phoenix. Oh my god, this is one of the best designed characters in the game. I really appreciate you trying to save both me and Orla and me. I had no idea Marlon hated Orla like that. I feel like I've been shocked by a torpedo ray. Of course he would hate the killer whale that murdered his girlfriend right in front of him. Honestly, DePlume, you helped a lot. Mr. Plume, you been watching the trial? Oh yes, I came to make a declaration of war. A declaration of war? No matter what the results of today's trial, I will report the truth in my new book. Honestly, I take everything back I said about you. You helped out a lot. Your evidence was decisive in this. Even the truth goes against what I wrote in the killer whale. Great. I don't know what the truth is. Not even about what happened a year ago. Dr. Crab. Azura died right in front of my eyes. In the middle of a pirate show. She suddenly fell from the orca's back and began to trash around in pain. The orca was singing a song and started headbutting Azura over and over. Finally, the orca took Azura in her mouth and brought her to the side of the pool. Just before she died, Azura was holding her chest in obvious pain. She was holding her chest. We know she had heart problems. Wait a minute. Could it be... I don't think Orla was to blame for the incident a year ago either. What? A heart attack, maybe? I think the cause of Miss Summer's death might have been... her heart condition. Heart condition? What heart condition? I never heard anything about it. Miss Summers has a prescription with Hickfield Clinic for a heart condition. The orca didn't kill her. I think it's possible her heart condition did. Wow. What? Azura had the heart condition too? I guess she hid it from everybody. Just like I did. She wouldn't have been allowed to perform. Oh my god. And that's why Jack Shipley probably didn't want Sasha performing. So that means the orca was innocent a year ago too. It's just a theory, but I think the orca headbutted Azura to check on her. And then it did a lifesaver trick to rescue her. So there was no need to put the orca down after all. So you really didn't intend to put Orla down? No. Jack and I were against such a thing from the start. Oh, this makes me feel so emotional because I have to do a few apologies in a minute. Actually, I'll do it right now. I'll just say I'll apologize. I apologize to you because I definitely suspected you. I put so much of my own ideas onto your character, and I apologize. I apologize to Norma DePlume as well because even though she was being difficult, in the end she's helping out and she wants to find the truth. I apologize to both of you. I really do. Because you were not bad people. But you said you were going to euthanize Zora. Now, there can be a idea that maybe exploiting the story or trying to write the story right away about what happened is something there, but I think it helped it out in the end. Yeah, I've been wondering about that. Dr. Crab, about this capsule. It's not a poison, but a sleeping drug, right? That's right. Even if Orla attacks someone, or even if the Center for Dangerous Animal Control's demand spirit should be put down, I never had any intention of killing her. I would use sleeping pills to make it look like she was dead. That's what I was saying. I said that was probably the case. That's why I purchased so many sleeping pill capsules. But we questioned our own morals. That's why I was wrong. I questioned it after a while, you know? Oh, that's why? I never considered the possibility that the poor woman's death was illness. She seems pretty disturbed to be wrong. Yeah, I mean, it's okay to be wrong. I'm wrong. I was wrong very much so in this trial. I simply want to know the truth. That is why I will tell you who my client is. The day I witnessed the owner's death, I was there at the request of the animal keeper. There we go. Thank you so much, Norma. No, it's Norma. Wait, am I saying the name wrong again? Norma de Plume, yeah, okay, good. MARLON Rimes? That is correct. The day my client called me to ask to investigate the orca pool. He must have wanted you to witness what Orla was going to do. Why did you decide to tell us? My desire to protect my client was standing in the way of the truth. I couldn't allow that. I'll be watching to see how this all unfolds. Good luck to you, Blue and Yellow Do It. Thank you so much. Honestly, this is so cool seeing everyone outside being like, oh, we can do this. Where it'd be like, you know, every character we've seen through the whole trial is kind of like willing us on now. Well, that's quite a bombshell. She just dropped so casually too. That woman really is a free spirit. Do you remember what you said yesterday, Mr. Lawyer? That you would expose any secret to help you save Sasha? I remember. It's my duty as a lawyer. Well, I just want you to know that I don't blame you for exposing the aquarium secret. It may put me in hot water, but it helps save the orca. Oh my god, this is the best! Let me clue you on another secret. Focus on the orca's song. Thank you. The orca's song, huh? What could it be hinting at? Oh, Mr. Wright. Looks like it's time. Alright, let's go back in. You've got it, boss. We're gonna go in there and save Sasha and Orla together. That's the end of today's video, guys. We're gonna be going to the last portion, I believe, of this trial. It feels like everyone's being like, and take my sword and my axe. We're like working together to find out like the true culprit, and everyone's supporting us now and willing us on. It feels great. I want to say thank you to the Never Gonna Pay the Baby Gangster on Patreon, Tyfire 2, Jamie Bull, Janet the Banana, The Ghost of Inazuma, Felicitas Felix, Eskun, Ewald, Radish, Anusta, Shabata Bread, Mountain Conde, Death Trap, and Links Marky. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.